Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, all my peaches, triggers, lovers, haters, commenters, scallywags, each and every one of you. I'm going to welcome you to my channel. Well, I know I'm posting this a little late. I had planned for a Zoom meeting with someone from back in the day. You know, we've known each other for a few decades. And I wanted to introduce you to him because we have a project that we're considering working on. But Murphy's Law, what can go wrong will. I'm here on time, but he wasn't. So, maybe it was a matter of rescheduling. He's in New York, I believe, and so we're gonna go over a couple of things. But anyway, uh, I went to the gym this morning, worked out a little bit, which was kind of nice. So, uh, outside of that, today's my day when I meet with my foreigner friends and we partake in our activity where, where a couple of times I've come out a very uh, um, a winner. So hopefully today I'll win again. Sometimes it's kind of rough you know. But anyway, also, Dave, you remember Dave, the one who's building a house. So tomorrow we have it scheduled. His furniture has come in, which is what we're waiting on. So we're going to do a follow up about, the house he built and the completion of it. I did attended his housewarming party, but unfortunately at the I was late. We were late, and uh, we missed um, the highlight or the climax of the party, but we were able to sit outside and talk with a new brother named I think Tracy, and so some of you have asked, because in the beginning of the video I said I was going to walk through and show you the house, but it got dark and it was time to go, and I didn't do it. But some of you have asked, if you want to see the completion of his house. So tomorrow we have a schedule where it's that I'm going to go walk through the house and his furniture's in, and you get to see, you know, what a player is all about. And this brother has a story. I never really dived into Dave's story, and I'm not going to do it here. But he's one of those who came out on top. You know, he came on top. He worked in Las Vegas. He worked on uh, I think they call it like a utility man, which is like what I was at Ford Motor Company. An utility is someone who can pretty much knows about everything. Like when I worked on Ford Motor Company, and I was on the assembly line and what have you. And because I was good with my hands and fast, they gave me a job as utility, which means if somebody's absent, they would call me on the job, to hold it, to learn the job and hold it and I've always was able to do that. Some of the guys may not have liked me so much because the foreman would say, "Look, Gerard, just learn. You talk about it's too much work." So it wasn't a very good look, for them, because but the brighter side of that if everybody in my section came in, I had a choice of get working in the executive garage, and the executive garage was where they wash all the execs, the Lincolns, and all that stuff like that. It was a cush job, picking out the garbage, out of the certain vehicles, executive style vehicles that came down the line. So, or they would pay me for 4 hours, and I would go home. So, me being one who didn't even want to work there, I always took the 4 hours, pay me 4 hours, and I go home. So it was a good job for me. And working at Ford Motor Company was truly an experience. When I got out of service, my stepfather, Joe. I told you about him. He used to live next to Joe Valachi, and Joe Valachi offered him to drive with him, and he didn't want to get involved with the mob, so he ended up working at Ford Motor Company as a utility. And when I got out of service, I said, I kicked my heels. He says, "No, I got your job at Ford Motor. Oh, Joe, I don't want to say, come on, you got to go to work." He had this real gravelly, he had a throat cut, so he had this real gravelly kind of voice. So I went to work for Ford Motor Company, and it was all right. But that's where tying it up with the thing with the girls, the teenagers I was telling about, when I was working on the assembly line, I looked up the line and I looked down the line, and I said, to myself, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And again, it's easy to know what we don't want to do, and the hardest thing was uh, uh, to um, uh, to know what we do want to do. And that's when put that question to myself. And I came out with, yeah, I want to be in the entertainment business. And that's why I went through. I couldn't dance, sing, act, tell jokes, and I had to find a way, to get into the entertainment business, how to break into it. And so that's when I picked up the camera, because I figured everybody's going to need a camera, and I would be able to um, get tap into the entertainment industry like that, and I did. In fact, the guy who I was going to do the Zoom with was one of those other photographers who we travel in the same circle. So I'm sure we're going to do a little reminiscing. I'm sure we're going to be talking a little bit, about what we did and some of the highlights of our careers. That's how all that came about. So anyway, uh, um, Dave worked utility in Vegas, with the casinos and all that stuff, which means that whenever they needed someone, uh, um, you know, to fulfill a job or to do a job, rather somebody's not there, or someone need to be replaced, they will call him. And so, he did that type of work in Vegas. So anyway, so him, I, and we're planning on going to kick in on Calvin. We're gonna plan to go kick it on Calvin and say hello to him, and Reg there, say hello to Reg and whatever, and supposed to bring Tracy. Tracy's that third guy who's in that video. All right. So anyway, so I just want to throw, how long is this? Okay, this is only like 7 minutes, so it's okay. I just want to throw this in here just to let you know that I didn't forget you. So I'm giving this a little something something right here, and then we'll let it go from there. But this is. Oh, I left it up here the whole time for you to be looking at. This was, of course, it says, it's all about perception. It's all about perception. Photos by Gerard, the best in freelance publicity photography. And then I put a disclaimer: I did not take this picture. So anyway, but I cropped it and all that stuff. But this was a picture that was sent to me before I went to the Philippines, and so they were I said, wow, man, wow, she's gorgeous, and so without a doubt, I'm saying, let me see, with let me see, get a little closer, with okay, yeah. Um, without a doubt, she would be something that, you know, um, or that I used to tell everybody this is my girlfriend, so this way, even now in the Philippines, I pull it up on my phone and say, "You want to see my first Filipino girlfriend?" So yeah, I show them the picture. But before I go, remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder. Always pull something up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, formerly singing the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make her feel like a king. And never say no. I'll always love you more. I'll talk to you later. Oh, back to my girlfriend. You know, or, or, um, this is the whole picture. So I'm not going to uh, zoom, zoom in much more than that, but that can give you an idea what's in the Philippines. And so, of course, I put on here, get the whole picture. I put on here. I wonder if this is what I have to look forward to in the Philippines. I love you like a love song, baby. Ciao.